Today, we're diving into a story that has the sports world absolutely buzzing. It involves two massive names, a global brand, and a commercial that completely missed the mark. We're talking about LeBron James, millionaire NFL player Sauce Gardner, and a Nike ad that went viral for all the wrong reasons. You're not going to want to miss this breakdown. So, let's set the scene. Nike drops this highly anticipated commercial. The concept? It's a what-if scenario, imagining a world where LeBron James, the king himself, chose to play football instead of basketball. Visually, it's stunning. You see this digitally created, chiseled version of LeBron in a Cleveland Browns uniform, catching passes, breaking tackles, and just looking like an unstoppable force of nature on the gridiron. The ad aims to celebrate LeBron's incredible athletic versatility and cement his legacy as a once-in-a-generation talent. A slam dunk, right? Well, not exactly. The ad hit social media, and almost immediately, the reactions started pouring in. While many fans were in awe of the concept and the cool visuals, a significant portion of the NFL community, including players and die-hard fans, had a very different take. And that's where Sauce Gardner, the superstar cornerback for the New York Jets, enters the picture. Sauce, who is known for being outspoken and one of the best defensive players in the league, didn't hold back. He saw the ad and immediately took to social media to share his thoughts. He didn't just tweet a laughing emoji. He went straight to the point. He essentially called out the entire premise of the ad, questioning the narrative that LeBron could just step onto an NFL field and dominate. His argument, which resonated with thousands, was that the ad was disrespectful to the lifelong dedication and highly specialized skill set of professional football players. He said something along the lines of, "I love LeBron, but we're not going to act like he could just come in here and do this. This is a different sport." He highlighted the years of grinding, the specific techniques, the mental toughness, and the physical toll that it takes to be an elite NFL player. It's not just about being a great athlete, it's about being a great football player, and those are two different things. Sauce Gardner's comments acted like a lightning rod. Suddenly, the conversation shifted from, "Wow, look how athletic LeBron is," to a much more nuanced debate about cross-sport comparisons and the respect that athletes in different leagues deserve. Other NFL players, both current and retired, started chiming in, echoing Sauce's sentiment. They talked about the intricacies of route running, reading defenses, and the sheer brutality of taking hits from 300-pound linemen week after week. The point they were making wasn't to diminish LeBron's greatness. Everyone acknowledges he's a physical specimen and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. The issue was with the marketing narrative that seemed to suggest his general athletic prowess would automatically translate to elite-level success in a sport as complex and violent as professional football. It felt, to them, like a dismissal of their own craft, their own struggles, and their own achievements. This brings up a fascinating point about marketing and brand messaging. Nike, in its attempt to glorify one of its biggest stars, inadvertently alienated a huge and passionate audience. They wanted to create a myth, a legendary what if, but they overlooked the real-world pride and expertise of the athletes in that what-if scenario. The ad was meant to be a tribute to LeBron, but for many in the NFL world, it came off as a bit of a slight. Think about it from their perspective. These guys have been playing football since they were kids. They've sacrificed, they've bled, they've studied film for countless hours to perfect their craft. Then, a commercial comes out that implies a basketball player, no matter how great, could just switch sports and be the best. You can understand why that might rub them the wrong way. It wasn't about LeBron the person, it was about the principle of respecting the game. The fallout was a public relations headache for Nike. What was supposed to be a celebratory moment turned into a debate about athletic exceptionalism versus sport-specific skill. The controversy dominated sports talk shows for days. Analysts were breaking it down from every angle. Was Sauce Gardner right to call it out? Was Nike's ad creative genius or a marketing misstep? Was it all just a manufactured controversy to get people talking? And honestly, you could argue it was a bit of all three. From a marketing standpoint, did the ad generate buzz? Absolutely. We're sitting here talking about it right now. The engagement numbers were probably through the roof. But it also shows the fine line that brands have to walk. In the age of social media, where everyone has a voice, you can't just push a narrative without expecting some pushback, especially when you're dealing with the pride and passion of professional athletes. Sauce Gardner, by being the first major player to speak up, really became the face of the opposition. And let's be clear, Sauce is not just some random player. He's a Defensive Rookie of the Year, a multiple-time All-Pro, and widely considered one of the best, if not the best, cornerbacks in the entire league. His opinion carries weight. When he talks, people listen. And because he's a Nike-sponsored athlete himself, his criticism was even more impactful. It wasn't an outsider taking a shot. It was someone from within the family pointing out a flaw. In the end, the whole situation serves as a powerful case study. It's a reminder that authenticity and respect for the culture you're trying to engage with are paramount. You can have the biggest star, the biggest budget, and the most creative idea, but if the message doesn't land right with the target audience, it can backfire spectacularly. The NFL community felt their sport was being used as a prop to elevate another, and they weren't having it. So what do you guys think? Was the Nike ad a brilliant piece of marketing that got everyone talking? Or was it a disrespectful miscalculation? Was Sauce Gardner right to call out the ad and defend the integrity of his sport? I'm really curious to hear your take on this. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's get a good discussion going. This whole episode is a fascinating look at the intersection of sports, marketing, and athlete culture. It shows that even the biggest brands can sometimes get it wrong, and it proves that athletes today are more empowered than ever to use their platforms to speak their minds and defend their turf. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for tuning in and breaking this down with me. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into the biggest stories in sports, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. We appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you in the next one.